Hi, I'm Andy Spencer. I'm one of the volunteers for the ship's company. Well, my own job personally is a horticulturalist, and so I've now involved in the project to replant or replace the trees, the oak trees that are being used for the ship project. Today I had a meeting with the Woodland Trust and also a local landowner who's kindly putting aside about 2 hectares of land where we can grow 450 or so trees that I'm growing at the moment to replace the 20 trees that we think will be used in the course of the project for the ship. We made a pledge a while ago to replace each tree with about 20 saplings to replace those that are being used. Many trees have been donated by landowners and organisations across the UK. Most are local to Suffolk and Norfolk. And then last year we put a call out to those that had donated trees to harvest acorns and to send them into me to be grown on. It's been quite nice with about 3 or 4 trees. The acorns have come from the tree itself that's been used on the project, and in other cases the acorns are just coming from the local area where the trees have come from, and other places, there are times where other people have donated ash trees, but we've yet to also collect on them as well. So last year in the autumn I sowed about 450 acorns in some quite nice deep pots. They are now literally just starting to germinate, so in the last few days we now have an oak seedling of about 1 inch high, literally just starting to appear. So they'll probably be germinating from now, mid-April, through into about mid-June. From now until the autumn or late autumn, early winter, there's probably not much to do. We'll just be waiting for the acorns to germinate and establish. And this year we expect them to grow maybe to 8 inches high or something like that. All being well, we'll be able to plant them this autumn when the trees are dormant. The landowner kindly has given us enough land where hopefully we can plant them on about a 6-metre grid, nothing too formal, but that sort of rough distance between the trees. This will enable them to grow to maturity. Many woodlands now are planted with trees being thinned out at certain stages through their lifetime, but it's great for us to know that we'll be planting, all the trees that we plant will grow onto maturity and form a canopy. We're planting in the winter, so the late autumn, early winter, and hoping to involve, there'll be other volunteers from the ship's company who will do this, as well as bring in other organisations, whether it might be school children, scouts, organisations that look after people with learning difficulties, so trying to sort of bring in as many people as possible to plant all the trees. We're then hoping to locate all the trees using what 3 words, so we know who sponsored the tree, where the tree is in the ground, and also the source of the acorn, where the acorns have come from. So we should have a full picture. Okay, so once the trees are planted, the idea being that for sort of 10 or 20 years, they will just be growing and won't have formed a canopy, so the grass in the fields will still be grazed by sheep, which is quite nice. So it won't just be cut by machine, there's still sort of a benefit from there. Kindly, the landowner also will be allowing public to park nearby and walk around the growing and establishing woodland. And then even more importantly, he's decided to set up a covenant so that regardless of what happens to him and his decision to move on or elsewhere, is that the wood will be protected for future generations. It can't just be felled, it will have to be managed and kept as an oak woodland.